Legacy is our theme for February. Each February, I like to talk about the concepts of legacy. Maybe you have something coming to mind already when I say the word and what it means for you. This is our month to dig a little deep in and think about what legacy means. For me, I think about not only the legacy of my son, the legacy that Marshall has left in my life in only his short time here on earth, and I also think about the legacy that I am leaving, the legacy that I want to build and create, what I want to be intentional about. We explore a few different ideas this month and some articles from different people talking about legacy. And I like to start off with just looking up the definition. I love words and thinking about what their meaning is and kind of the concept behind them. And if I look at the meaning here or the definition of legacy, legacy is something transmitted by or received from an ancestor or predecessor. Your legacy is the total of your life experiences, including your beliefs, values, traditions, and things that are passed down. When I think of things that are passed down, I immediately think of lineage, and traditions and my grandparents and ancestors. And then I think about my son and what things he passed down. Love is the first one that comes to mind. How to have this huge impact on the world with love. That in such a short amount of time, this love could bloom so full and continue to grow even after his physical body is gone. What are some of the words that rise in your mind when you think of legacy for your child? Maybe it's love. Maybe it's hope. Maybe it's joy or pain. That's the interesting thing about legacy as well, is that it's not just all sunshine and rainbows. We come with a lot of different sides to ourselves and a lot of different experiences and emotions and values, those things that we just talked about. And they all incorporate together and mix and become that richness of who we are individually and in the stories that will be told and remembered about us and in the legacy that we built. Another part of legacy for me is meaning. And I pulled up this quote from one of David Kessler's books that I just love. It's called Finding Meaning, the Sixth Stage of Grief. David writes, "People often think there is no way to heal from severe loss. I believe that is not true. You heal when you can remember those who have died with more love than pain. When you find ways to create meaning in your own life that will honor theirs. It requires a decision and a desire to do this. But finding meaning is not extraordinary. It's ordinary. It happens all the time, all over the world." Isn't that fascinating? I love the idea that the most simple way and the most true way is love. Our love for our child is enough. That is the hugest legacy that we can provide, and that can be part of ours. Beyond that, there are so many ways to grow it. And how do we do that? It can be in all the ordinary ways. They don't have to be extraordinary things. It's beautiful when we can incorporate all these different components in. But when you're thinking about creating a legacy for your child and for yourself, what are some of the ordinary ways that are within your reach, that are within your day, that live within the way you approach your life, that you can build legacy for your child and for yourself? Join us this month as we explore different ways that people have done it in the past, that some of our community members are sharing with us, and maybe find a little inspiration for new ways to create legacy. Part of legacy is this whole concept of our life and our truth. And so in creating legacy, being honest with ourselves and speaking our truth is a huge part of it. This is also a great time to tap into that inner knowing that we talk about sometimes, that gut feel, leaning into when you use your words and you make decisions or actions, and where you feel that pull and nudge of safety and alignment and a yes. And the reverse of sometimes when we say yes, or we make a decision, or we have a reaction, and maybe it's not that feeling. Maybe it's more of a feeling like, feels a little broken, feels a little stuck. Maybe wish we could have a do-over. Taking moments like that, these are simple ways that we can be aware of the legacy that we're building and in charge of it. Coming back to that idea of truth and honesty. The relationships that we have, which are ones that we're investing our time in. Are they the right ones? This will change and evolve over time. What are simple little ways that we can incorporate our loss, our love, our child into our life, in our story, letting it be a beautiful reminder for others and ourselves of the gift of life and how precious it is, and also not letting it define who we are, that it is one piece of who we are, who you are. Lots of exciting things going on in the community still. We'll see a new and vibrant interface in February. You may have started noticing some of the new sections popping up in there now, and more changes will continue to unfold over the coming weeks. I'll have separate videos and updates and emails with information on that for those of you who are interested. We have more workshops coming up soon as well. You'll be able to find information here on Instagram and within the community. Sending you love always as you think about building your legacy and what that means for you. Be sure to pop in and check out some of the articles we share and share your thoughts. Maybe something aligns with what you're thinking or gives you some inspiration, and maybe something just doesn't sit right and you have a whole beautiful way of approaching it that we would love to hear more about. Take care, friends.